welcome to SSN Entertainment TV, where the fun never ends and the entertainment never stops. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a wild ride with SSN Entertainment TV. Why the NBA is scared of the 2023 Golden State Warriors. As you all know, the Warriors have made some great moves this off-season. So, we're going to be going through 5 key reasons why I think the NBA is scared of the Golden State Warriors and how they can win another NBA championship and go back-to-back. So make sure you like this video, and don't forget, if you do want more Golden State Warriors content like these, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hitting that red button down below. Let's get to the first reason, and the first reason why I think the Golden State Warriors are gonna be deadly in 2023 is that Steph Curry is going to have himself an MVP season. So, Steph Curry had himself a great season. Last season, where he actually averaged 25 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 6.3 assists, so he put up some pretty good stats. However, he wasn't even in the running for MVP, where Giannis, Jokic, and Joel Embiid were all fighting for that MVP for the season. So I think this did come to a shock to a lot of people, despite the fact that the Warriors did very well in the regular season when it came to ranking. And also Steph Curry putting up some great numbers, but it wasn't enough for him to win the season MVP. However, he did make a statement, and he did send a message in the finals where he was showing why he is the best player in the game right now. So as we all know, the Boston series, he put up 29 points, 31 points, 43, 16, and then 34 points to end it all, and win that NBA championship and finals MVP. Now, I think a lot of people were forgetting how good Steph Curry can actually be, especially when a lot of people thought when Kevin Durant was there. Kevin Durant was the reason why, Golden State Warriors won the NBA Finals or NBA Championship. However, guys, if you look through it more carefully, this has always been Stephen Curry's team, and I think honestly now is his time to really show that. So even though Stephen Curry has played his 13th season, it doesn't seem like he is slowing down anytime soon. If anything, it looks like he's getting better as time goes on like fine wine. And he did definitely show that in the NBA Finals, where he finished off such a great series, and I think it is going to continue on into next year. Reason number 2 why I think the NBA should be scared of the 2023 Golden State Warriors is their great off-season signings now. As you all know, Golden State Warriors did lose a lot of players this off-season. Just to name a couple, we lost JTA, we lost Otto Porter, we also lost Gary Payton II, and it was tough to see all those players go because they were definitely an integral and vital part to the NBA Finals and NBA Championship that they won this year. So I think it was sad to see them go, but I'm telling you right now, the players that they have replaced them with, I think is honestly really good to see. So just to name a couple, Donte DiVincenzo, I have done a video on him in the past. I think he's going to be a great player. I do see him like a Gary Payton in the second, but what really makes him different is that his ability to score. Donte DiVincenzo can definitely give you 25 points a game if he wanted to, and he was playing so well with Milwaukee. With Giannis and all of that, and he was putting up around 18 points per game, which was really good, and obviously Donte is not going to be scoring that much. But to have that capability, I think is honestly fantastic, especially for him playing in that second unit. We also have other players that got signed, like JaMychal Green. I think is going to be a great big man for Golden State Warriors. He's athletic, and he's also got quite a decent 3-point shot. He did shoot around 35 from the 3-point line, which was really good very efficient, which was fantastic from Jermichael Green, and he's officially signed as well now. You also have other young ends like McClung. I think he has so much potential to become something great, and he will continue to show Golden State Warriors what he's capable of, and hopefully he can make his way onto the hardwood court this year and play a couple of minutes for the Golden State Warriors. So when it comes to losing a couple of key vital people in the roster, it was sad to see that. But I like the replacements that have come about to Jermichael Green, Dante DiVincenzo, McClung, just to name a few, and supposedly there are other rumors of other players coming. So it's not even over just as of yet. But the players that they did get, I think complement the rest of the Warriors very nicely. And it is going to be a very dangerous combo, and that second unit is looking very good. Reason number 3 is Klay Thompson is going to be back in full form and fully healthy now. I know you're all probably thinking to yourself, didn't he play last season? Yes guys, he did. Klay Thompson played the season, and he played pretty good. However, I do have to tell you guys, when it comes to ACL injuries, 100%, and I bet you if you do, watch a couple of interviews of Klay Thompson, he'll even tell you himself he wasn't completely 100%, but he's definitely 90 to 95 of the way there, and that's why he put up some pretty great numbers. This season, he's actually had 20 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 2.8 assists. So there's some pretty good numbers, especially coming out of an injury. I think it's honestly fantastic to see him back on the floor, but I'm telling you this season coming up, Klay Thompson is going to be back. Okay, I think what really let go a little bit this season for Klay was his agility, and his speed was kind of lost. I know Klay is a shooter, however his defense is definitely one of the most underlooked things about his game. He was a great defender, especially at his peak, and he was definitely your go-to guy to mark the best player on the other team. And I think that's definitely going to come back. I think Klay's shooting was a little bit rocky, and there are times this season. However, I do think shooting-wise, he is definitely right around that same range, and is only going to get a little bit better. But defensively, I think he's going to be an absolute monster, and he's going to be able to lock up your favorite NBA player very soon, especially next season. So it is going to be exciting to see him back in full force, 100% healthy, and especially that knee, working the way it should be. Like I said guys, when it comes to these ACL injuries, definitely takes a year or two in order for you to be back 100%. Now you may be 80, 90% there in that first season, which is what I saw from Klay. However guys, this season coming up, I'm definitely telling you, you're gonna see a different Klay Thompson, and it's going to be exciting to watch. Reason number 4 is the Golden State Warriors' young core is getting scarier than ever. Now I know obviously when you hear Golden State Warriors, you think of Steph Curry, you think of Klay Thompson, you think of Draymond Green, but what a lot of people don't know is the young players in Golden State Warriors are making a name for themselves, and they're becoming absolute stars. First off, we got to talk about Jordan Poole. Okay, Jordan Poole put up some great stats this year, getting 18.5 points per game. He actually had 3.4 rebounds and 4 assists, and guys, this is pretty much coming off the bench. Yes, you heard that right, okay? He was coming off the bench putting up these numbers, and he's putting up some great numbers. You also have Jonathan Kuminga, who's actually going to be getting more minutes this year, and I think is going to be making his way more in the rotation, as well as Moses Moody, and we all know how well Moses Moody and Kuminga did in the actual preseason when it came to the Summer League. They actually played really well, dropping 20 plus, 30 plus points games, and in all honesty, they're only going to get better as time goes on. We also have James Wiseman coming back this year, hopefully. He may be more of a 50, maybe playing a couple of games here and there, but to have him back I think is honestly going to be super dangerous, and if you thought that worrying about Steph, Klay, and Draymond was your only problem, I'm telling you right now, the young court is even just as scary, and they're going to be definitely hard to guard. There are some young guns, and they're going to continue to push and really be something special. I honestly, once Steph, Clay, and Draymond eventually leave the team, I honestly have complete confidence in this young core that they're going to be able to keep the legacy of Warriors and keep the Warriors dynasty going. But so many great players to be mentioned of. Even the people that they did sign when it came to the rookies. Ryan Rollins also got recently signed, who's a great guard and I think is going to be able to make his way to a couple of minutes here and there. Muck McClung, like I talk about, he's still a very young guy. So when it comes to that young core, they are definitely dangerous and they're only getting better as time goes on. So reason number 5 why I think the NBA should be scared of the Golden State Warriors is the rest of the NBA teams have done nothing to improve their roster. Yes, we've seen a couple of trades here or there, but they all are very simple, and I don't see them actually making that big of an impact that they could take on the Golden State Warriors. For example, one of the biggest trades this year was actually the Timberwolves and Jazz for Rudy Gobert. Now look, don't get me wrong, Rudy Gobert is a great player, but just to send him just to the Timberwolves, I don't think they're going to be beating Golden State Warriors anytime soon, and the Jazz did get a lot for it. They got 5 first-round picks, which was honestly insane. They also got a couple of key players, Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverley, and Jared Vanderbilt, just to name a few. But when it comes to some of these trades, there's really nothing that's special. Another trade that did happen was actually Malcolm Brogdon going from Pacers all the way to Celtics. And if you don't know, Malcolm Brogdon is a point guard and he is a defensive point guard. So guys, are you starting to see why they got him Malcolm Brogdon at that point guard position? Because Derek White had so much trouble guarding Stephen Curry. So Celtics did anything in their hands to actually get a defensive point guard. And they finally got him. But is that gonna affect Stephen Curry, one of the greatest shooters alive? I really don't think so, guys, in all honesty. But when it comes to other moves, as well as Kevin Durant has even been traded yet now. If I was any other NBA team, I would probably trade for Kevin Durant if you're going to want to try to take down the Golden State Warriors next season. Because the Warriors are just getting stronger as time goes on. Another trade was also the DeJounte Murray from Spurs, actually to the Hawks, which was a pretty good trade. But like I've said with these other trades, guys, I really don't think, the Golden State Warriors are scared at all for these trades. Now, I do think the Warriors during this time and during this off-season did a really good job. I think they did a really good job on actually mixing getting new players and good players without really jeopardizing that team chemistry. Team chemistry is so important, and I do see a lot of other NBA teams, or even us NBA fans, really overlook that. You can see some teams where they get 2 or 3 NBA superstars in one team, and you think that the NBA is honestly over, and that team's gonna win the NBA championship, and sometimes it doesn't always pan out like that. A perfect example is the Brooklyn Nets. Everyone thought Kyrie, KD, and James Harden were gonna be something special. And this was probably the biggest flop of a big 3 I have ever seen. So in all honesty, Golden State Warriors, I definitely give them an A when it comes to what they have achieved this off-season. There is supposedly still more signings and trades that may be made. I heard Draymond Green is still looking to sign an extension, and if he doesn't get that offer, he's looking to actually get traded. So the off-season isn't over just as of yet, but what they have done so far I think is fantastic. And I do think they should offer Draymond Green that contract extension. But let me know down in the comments what you think, guys. I think honestly what they've done this year was really, really good, and it can only go up from here. And there you have it for today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video.